Welcome back. This is part two, where I do some technical analysis on a few of the markets that I trade.
So before I do that, just the legend, so you know exactly what's there. So the black numbers are going to be support and resistance levels based on trend lines. Pink numbers are going to be breakout levels. And claret numbers, they're just going to be horizontal levels where I've identified support or resistance, generally based on double or triple tops or bottoms.
Okay, so as usual, start with the Dow. I always use dailies because, you know, just remember these are all futures based analysis. So if you're trading CFDs, you will have to make a price adjustment, but the fact is, you know, the trends are going to be the same. It's just maybe the actual prices will differ. So I've got a resistance point up here, but as you notice, I've had to go through a couple of candles, which I really don't like to do, but I had just to find something for you guys. So here I've got resistance at 41,690, support wise 48,447, and you know, again, that's just sort of an area of interest. It's not a key support for sure. Key support is much lower down here at 39,352. So the S&P. So here I got good resistance level at 56.65 and support at 55.66. All the fives and sixes. Again, you know, to sort of get that support line, I've had to go through some candles, which I'm reluctant to do, but I have just to get that level there. So it's not a strong level, you know, and it could, if it does start to break on the downside, then we could see that broken quite easily. So just be a little bit cautious about that support. Okay, the wonderful Nasdaq. So here I've got resistance at 2401. I've got a further resistance level down here at 19,630, and I've got support at 19,051. As you can see, that is a little bit of a downtrending channel for the moment. Looking at a couple of currencies, so here's the pound against the dollar. The dollar sort of started to firm up midweek, and now there is resistance at 132.92 and support at 129.98, and much lower down, sort of this has been holding in for a while now, 126.23. Now we're moving on to the euro against the dollar. I've got a resistance line up here. I've had to cut through the wick of the second high, the highest candle. I don't mind cutting through wicks. It's bodies that I try not to if it's possible. Anyway, I've got resistance at 111.85. I've added the fibs on here because they might come into play, because there's not really that much in the way of a support until we come down to the 109.25. But as you can see, it sort of closed on this first fib level, the 382, and then there's another couple below that. So they may act as supports on the way down. Again, you know, a little bit of weakness there, I would say, probably from the fact that European inflation is dropping, which will open the door for the ECB to cut rates again, and currencies are being more driven by potential yields than they are by economic factors. Okay, so Bitcoin had a bit of a wobbly week. I mean, it started very well. I mean, it had a good rally. It just couldn't hold on to that, and then during the week it just fell away. So I've got resistance at 67.018. Now there's a gap formed there. I mean, it tried to fill it on Thursday. It didn't quite make it, so it could become a target. On that, the resistance is 61.885 to close the gap. with the first level for it to enter the gap at 64.65. So it's about a $1,400 gap. You know, when I trade gaps, I always wait for it to come in and confirm that it's going to look to close the gap. And then I want to get out before it closes the gap, just to make sure that it locks in the profit. Always check your risk reward though. Moving on to gold, it sort of had a bit of a consolidating week, and yeah, so I mean resistance wise 25.60, breakout level 24.51, support 24.03. You know, we're likely to see a big move, if not before, at the end of the week when NFP, you know, US unemployment data is released. Okay, so last but not least, WTI. I've got resistance there around about 76.70, and above that at 79.05, with support at 71.85. So they're pretty wide. Again, I've added fibs onto this just to sort of try and improve and add a few more levels. Now, I finished a bit weaker on Friday with the expectations that OPEC will start to increase exports in the near future, and that is without really, you know, there's just not hot demand at the moment. Okay, so that pretty much sums it up. There's another couple of slides. Please stay and watch those. And then all that leaves me to say is the very best of luck this week with your trading, and hope to see you again next week. Tell your friends about these, you know, get them on board, let them have a look, help them as well if they're trading. And of course, you know, feel free to visit my website, Trading for Tomorrow. Details are on the slide. And, you know, there's plenty of good stuff on there. Okay, I do lots of courses and everything to help you guys advance. But at the same time, I've got, you know, a roadmap so you can see where you are in your trading journey. And also, there's my trading cheat sheet. Well, sheets really. I mean, you know, it covers 7 different topics all around trading. It's all free. Have a look. And of course, if you want to subscribe to my daily newsletter, then you'll get all the overnight news, my views, trading ideas, and full articles on a daily basis. So anyway, as I say, have a great week. Hope to see you again next week.
So, just a little heads up on my services. So I offer a daily newsletter. That includes global news, headlines, my views. That's a subscription service. I also offer one-day workshops. You know, this helps you to discover if trading could be your next career or maybe just a secondary income. But you know, the one thing is, because I offer a variety of them, is I can also just fill in any gaps that you may have with your current trading, or you know, whether it's macro or actual trading skills. And then I offer a 1-week intensive course. You know, that's going to make you feel confident and competent after just 1 week. And you know, that's going to basically give you the foundations on which to build your trading career. You know, I'm going to help you find that inner trader, and that also now includes a free trading challenge. And then there's my Flexi Masterclass. That's 6 weeks of guided learning, but you can spread them out. You don't have to take them all at once, and that does help to accelerate the learning curve. And that's designed to provide you with all the knowledge and trading tools that you're going to need to navigate these markets, you know, and any asset class, you know, whether it's financial, commodity, digital, I'm involved in them all. And as I say, the weeks can be spread out there, and that also includes a free trading challenge. Trader mentoring, so you know, maybe you've already got some experience but you're looking to get to that next level and you're struggling to do that. I offer mentoring by the hour, by the day, or a monthly subscription. It's entirely up to you, but you know, I just want to help you guys to reach that next level time and again. And of course, I provide lots of trader educational content, not just to individuals, but also to exchanges and brokers. And if you're looking for that funded trading account, you know, so you don't have to risk your capital, then contact me for details. I've got two good ones that I use. Okay, so finally, as usual, just ending with a disclaimer. So, you know, if you're already involved in your know this. If not, then please take serious note of this, that trading does involve the risk of loss of capital and it's not suitable for everyone. However, I do hope it is for you. And now, because there's leverage involved from many companies, just be careful because you can lose substantially more than that initial investment. You know, the regulators are a bit more on top of that these days, but, you know, even so, just be a bit cautious. Everything that I include in these just purely for educational purposes. I'm not trying to encourage you to trade or invest. That must be your decision. And of course, before you make that decision, you've got to consider the risks involved. And that includes your financial situation, definitely your level of experience, definitely your risk appetite, and of course, only risk capital you're prepared, but more importantly, that you can afford to lose. And if you've got any doubts whatsoever, you know, first of all, think twice before you do it. Speak to a financial advisor. And do that before you risk your capital. You know, I have so many people come to me because they've lost money. I'd rather they come to me and learn how to do it and not lost the money in the first place, because that's just a waste of their savings. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these, and you know, I'll be doing these on a weekly basis. So I'm going to post the links in places so that you can get to them. My new website will be finished soon, but in the meantime, you can reach me at the email address below on all the slides, which is chrisjtubby55@gmail.com. And all I can say is I wish you a wonderful week. Best of luck with your trading, and hope to see you again next weekend. Bye for now.